Leonardo DiCaprio had spent the entire day locked in back-to-back meetings, climate summits, environmental initiatives, and film negotiations. Every conversation, every handshake, every new commitment weighed heavily on his mind. As dusk settled over New York City, the incessant buzz of boardrooms and flashing cameras was replaced by a longing for anonymity. Without the usual entourage of security or assistance, he slipped into the cool evening, blending into the pulsing rhythm of the city. For once, he was not the global superstar adored by millions. He was simply a man escaping the relentless demands of his high-profile life. Strolling through the lively labyrinth of Greenwich Village, Leonardo's attention was suddenly captured by an unusual sight. Amid the urban clamor and neon glows, a young girl sat on the worn sidewalk. She appeared no older than 13 or 14, her clothes patched and faded, her shoes barely holding together. Her curly hair was hastily tied back into a messy ponytail, and in front of her lay a humble cardboard box bursting with an array of hand-picked flowers, roses, daisies, sunflowers, each tied with frayed ribbons. A handwritten sign beside the box read, "Help me go to school, flowers $3 each." Something about the scene struck Leonardo deeply. He had witnessed the harsh realities of poverty in his extensive humanitarian work, yet the girl exuded an unexpected resilience. This was not a scene of desperate pleading. It was a quiet, determined act of hope, a testament to the human spirit struggling against the odds. Crouching beside her, Leonardo spoke softly. "Hey, I'm Leo. What's your name?" The girl hesitated before meeting his gaze. "Maya," she replied in a barely audible voice, laden with both timidity and determination. Leonardo's eyes wandered over the delicate bouquet, each flower a silent ambassador of dreams. "Why are you selling these? Shouldn't you be in school?" he asked with gentle curiosity. Maya's fingers curled tightly around a sunflower stem as she confessed, "I had to stop going. My mom works from dawn until night, but even her hard work isn't enough. I'm trying to save every dollar so I can go back." There was a vulnerability in her voice, a quiet admission of sacrifice, and yet an undeniable spark of resolve. Leonardo could see in Maya's tired eyes the same fierce desire to overcome that had once fueled his own fight for environmental conservation. "What do you want to do when you go back?" he pressed, genuinely intrigued. Maya's eyes lit up ever so slightly. "I want to be a marine biologist," she declared. "I love the ocean, and I want to protect it." In that moment, Leonardo's heart resonated with her dream. A dream not merely of personal success, but of making a meaningful difference. "Let's see what we can do about that dream, Maya," he offered with a sincere smile. Maya, though initially guarded, began to share her story. She told him about the long, lonely mornings when she picked wildflowers from a nearby park, and the afternoons when she scraped together enough money to buy cheaper blooms from a modest flower shop. She described the small, cramped apartment she shared with her mother, whose tireless efforts cleaning offices from dawn until dusk barely kept them afloat. School had once been her sanctuary, a place where her curiosity and dreams could flourish, but economic hardship had forced her to leave behind the world of books and lessons. Leonardo listened intently, absorbing every detail as if it were a call to action. "Where do you get these flowers?" he asked, admiring the resourcefulness in her voice. "I pick some from a park in the morning, and sometimes I buy others from a small shop downtown," Maya explained, her tone a mixture of pride and resignation. He wondered aloud, "Do people stop to buy them?" Maya offered a small shrug. "Sometimes, but mostly people just walk by," she said softly, as if resigned to the routine indifference of passers-by. Leonardo's eyes fell on the handwritten sign, "Help me go to school." Its simplicity and power resonated deeply. "How much have you managed to save so far?" he inquired gently. Maya bit her lip before replying, "Not much, maybe around $100, but school fees are so expensive." In that quiet moment on the bustling sidewalk, Leonardo saw not a desperate plea, but a courageous fight for a future filled with possibility. Without hesitation, he reached into his wallet and produced a thick stack of cash. "I'll take them all," he declared, his tone firm yet compassionate. Maya's eyes widened in disbelief. all of them. "But what will you do with so many flowers?" she asked, her voice trembling with both hope and confusion. Leonardo's smile deepened as he replied, "I have a plan. More importantly, I want to help you achieve your dream. Promise me one thing, never stop dreaming." As tears welled in her eyes, Maya hesitantly handed him the bundles, each flower now a symbol of renewed hope and possibility. That night, Leonardo's thoughts were consumed by the encounter. Seated alone in his modest hotel room, far removed from the glitz and glamour of daytime engagements, he reflected on the contrast between his world and Maya's. Her unwavering determination to reclaim her future stirred memories of his own youthful passion for change, a passion that had once driven him to stand up for the environment against insurmountable odds. Maya was not just a chance encounter. She was a reminder that every life, no matter how seemingly insignificant in the vast tapestry of the world, carried within it the potential to transform the future. The following morning, before Maya had even managed to set up her modest flower stand again, a sleek black car arrived. Unlike the usual stream of vehicles that buzzed past her makeshift corner, this car stopped with deliberate intent. Two well-dressed individuals emerged, their expressions warm and inviting. "Maya?" one of them called gently. Startled, she looked up, her heart pounding with a mixture of hope and trepidation. "Yes?" she responded hesitantly. "We're here on behalf of Leonardo DiCaprio," the other explained, her voice filled with genuine care. "He asked us to come see you. Please come with us." Maya's pulse quickened. "Why?" she whispered, her voice barely carrying over the city hum. One of the men extended a neatly organized folder toward her. "We've already spoken with your mom. Everything is arranged. We're here to help," he said with reassuring warmth. With trembling hands, Maya accepted the folder, its contents promising a future that until then had existed only in her dreams. I don't understand," she murmured, overwhelmed by the sudden cascade of possibilities. "Just trust us and come along," the man urged softly. "You'll see soon enough." Gathering her courage, Maya stepped into the car, her mind swirling with both fear and anticipation. As the vehicle glided through the bustling city streets, the familiar urban landscape slowly gave way to quieter neighborhoods and finally to a sunlit district where hope felt tangible. The car stopped in front of a modest yet beautiful building, a school bathed in the gentle morning light, its facade a promise of new beginnings. "This is your new school, Maya," one of the team members explained kindly. "It's a private institution, fully funded. You'll have everything you need: books, meals, tuition. Just focus on your dreams." Maya stood in awe, her breath catching in her throat. "This is really for me?" she asked, scarcely able to believe the transformation that lay before her. "Yes," they replied in unison. "This is your chance to build the future you deserve." With cautious steps, Maya entered the building. Every corner she passed whispered promises of a brighter future. Classrooms bathed in natural light, a well-stocked library brimming with books, and educators whose eyes sparkled with genuine care for their students. In that moment, Maya was no longer the girl selling flowers on a cold city sidewalk. She had been reborn as a student, a future marine biologist on the cusp of transforming her world. In the weeks that followed, Maya immersed herself in her new life. The school was not just an institution of learning. It was a vibrant community where ideas flourished and mentors nurtured young minds. Leonardo, too, made frequent visits, each time observing Maya's growth with a quiet pride. During one of his visits, he sat discreetly in a science class as Maya excitedly participated in a discussion about ocean ecosystems. Her questions were insightful, her curiosity boundless. It was clear that Maya was not only absorbing knowledge, but also learning to apply it, to think critically about the world around her. Yet the journey was not without its challenges. Adjusting to a structured school environment after years on the fringes of society was daunting. Maya grappled with feelings of self-doubt and the shadow of her past. There were moments when the weight of expectations threatened to overwhelm her. At times, she would retreat into silence, her eyes distant as she recalled long, lonely days on the street. But every time those doubts crept in, she remembered Leonardo's words: "Never stop dreaming." One afternoon, while sitting by the large windows of the school's library, Maya encountered Ms. Rivera, a gentle yet firm science teacher with a passion for marine biology. Noticing the girl's pensive silence, Ms. Rivera sat beside her. "I see a world of possibilities in your eyes," she said softly. "Tell me about your dream of studying the ocean." Maya, her voice wavering at first, began to share her visions of diving into the blue depths, of studying coral reefs and saving endangered species. Ms. Rivera listened intently, her eyes reflecting the same fervor Maya felt. "Your dream is not just about studying the ocean," Ms. Rivera explained. "It's about understanding its secrets, protecting its beauty, and ensuring that future generations can marvel at its wonders." That conversation ignited something profound within Maya, a commitment to overcome her past and excel in every way possible. Meanwhile, Leonardo's involvement with the school grew deeper. Moved by Maya's resilience, he initiated a series of environmental programs at the institution. He arranged for renowned marine biologists to give guest lectures, organized field trips to coastal conservation areas, and even established a small scholarship fund in Maya's honor. The fund was dedicated to supporting students from underprivileged backgrounds who aspired to make a difference in environmental sciences. The initiative quickly garnered attention. Local media picked up the story of the famous actor's commitment to nurturing new talent, and soon, donations began to pour in from philanthropists, environmental activists, and even everyday citizens inspired by Maya's journey. The school transformed into a vibrant hub of activity. Research projects were launched, community gardens were established, and students organized beach cleanups and awareness campaigns. In class debates and science fairs, Maya's voice emerged as a leading force, resonating with both passion and knowledge. Not long after, Maya was invited to speak at a local environmental summit organized by the school. Standing at a modest podium in front of an audience that included her teachers, classmates, and community leaders, Maya spoke of her dreams and struggles. "I once stood on a cold sidewalk, selling flowers for a future that seemed unreachable," she began. "But today I stand here because someone believed in me and because I never gave up on the ocean's call." Her words, raw and sincere, touched everyone present. The applause that followed was not just for her eloquence, but for the triumph of a spirit that had overcome insurmountable odds. As months turned into years, Maya's transformation was nothing short of remarkable. Her academic achievements began to draw attention far beyond the school's walls. Offers for internships, research positions, and even scholarships from prestigious universities arrived. Yet throughout this whirlwind of success, Maya never forgot the streets of New York where her journey began, or the man who had taken a chance on her. Leonardo continued to mentor her, his visits now a blend of guidance and genuine friendship. They often spent quiet evenings discussing everything from marine ecosystems to the philosophical implications of conservation. Leonardo shared stories of his early days fighting for environmental causes, the setbacks he'd encountered, and the victories that made every struggle worthwhile. These conversations deepened Maya's resolve, shaping her not just as a student, but as a future leader in marine biology. Her passion for the ocean led Maya to volunteer at local aquariums and marine research centers during summer breaks. There, she worked alongside scientists who treated her not as a novice, but as an emerging expert with fresh insights. Her relentless curiosity and dedication soon earned her the nickname, the Little Marine Biologist, among her peers, a title that she wore with pride and humility. Even as Maya embraced her new life, challenges persisted. The contrast between her past hardships and her present opportunities sometimes left her feeling isolated from peers who had always taken privilege for granted. But with time, her authenticity won them over. Classmates began to see beyond the surface and recognize the strength and resilience behind her quiet determination. Maya, in turn, became a bridge between two worlds, the struggle of those less fortunate and the promise of a brighter future powered by education and environmental stewardship. Maya's journey sparked a ripple effect within the community. Inspired by her story, other students from similar backgrounds found the courage to pursue their dreams. Leonardo's scholarship fund grew into a broader initiative, funding programs in multiple schools across the city. These programs not only provided financial assistance, but also offered mentorship, counseling, and hands-on experiences in environmental conservation. The once overlooked corners of New York began to buzz with renewed energy, a testament to the transformative power of hope and opportunity. Years later, during a high-profile environmental conference, Leonardo took to the stage. In his keynote address, he spoke of a young girl who had once sold flowers on a chilly sidewalk, a girl whose resilience had reignited his own commitment to change. In every corner of our world, he declared, there are untold stories of courage. Maya's journey reminds us that with a little help and a lot of determination, dreams can indeed change the world. The audience erupted in applause, many moved to tears by the powerful narrative of transformation and possibility. As the conference ended, a now adult Maya was approached by several leaders in the environmental community. Invitations for advanced research projects and partnerships to develop sustainable ocean conservation strategies flowed in. Yet, amidst all the accolades and opportunities, she always remembered her humble beginnings: the worn sidewalk, the small cardboard box of flowers, and the kind words of a man who believed in her potential. Maya eventually became a renowned marine biologist, her research contributing to significant breakthroughs in coral reef restoration and ocean conservation. She established her own foundation dedicated to helping underprivileged students pursue careers in environmental sciences, ensuring that her story would inspire future generations. Leonardo, now in the later chapters of his own journey, remained a steadfast mentor and friend, a living reminder that one act of kindness can alter the course of a life. Their intertwined stories, one of global celebrity and one of resilient determination, became a beacon of hope in a world often divided by circumstance. In a city where millions passed by without a second glance, the simple act of selling flowers had sparked a profound transformation. It was a testament to the enduring power of dreams, the impact of compassion, and the belief that even the smallest spark can ignite a blazing future. And so, beneath the sprawling skyline of New York and the endless expanse of the ocean, two lives continued to shine, a reminder that every dream, no matter how fragile, is worth nurturing.